guys, today we're gonna continue our project, our Gmail clone, by showing today all of the emails that our user has received. In this case, we have this many email object or rows in our email wherein inside these different kinds of email, this user that is logged in, he has these 5 datas. We only fetch only the emails that is assigned to this user, and we dynamically render HTML elements so that every time we create inbox, this is gonna be loaded. Also take note, every time we refresh DOM content loaded, this always calls for the inbox default. So this is the same as triggering inbox button submit, and the same as refreshing this page. This is indicated here in our DOM content loaded. Below, we trigger load mailbox. So how did we do this one? Let's go check it out. So every time we click these buttons, we show the title of what we click button, for this case inbox. So we're going in that. So this load mailbox function is being triggered, and this is our load mailbox. We turn this as an asynchronous function because later on we're gonna use fetch API for this get method emails mailbox, and this variable contains inbox because this is indicated here. So first we're gonna go to our views and check if this load mailbox with the variable value of inbox on what is being triggered. In our views.py, when we see our emails, gonna check that one again. Mailbox inbox calls for an fetch API get request named in our URLs as emails slash this string inbox. So when we go to emails slash string, this mailbox function is the one that is being triggered. So here in our mailbox request, and this mailbox params is inbox, meaning if this is an inbox string, this is the ORM that we fetch. So get all the email objects, but it must be the session user, in this case this user, and also the recipient must be our session user archive fault. There you go. So what is happening here? So we try first to fetch, and we tested if after the await fetch finish, we're gonna turn this into a JSON format and we name it as emails. So once emails is populated, we console.log these emails if really emails is being fetched, indicated here in our DevTools. Here on line 75, this is what is being fetched. So meaning we had just proven that our fetch is collecting data from our table. So then we dynamically structure HTML by first creating a div. We name this email div, and then we assign the variables inside. But first we must cycle each emails true for each, equivalent in Python. For example, for email in emails. So for every email or single row data of emails that you will cycle, create a div wherein this div has sender, the subject, and the timestamp indicated here in our cards. These cards must also be styled basically in a way wherein the border, the padding, the margin, and the cursor must have this kind of CSS. Then this later on will be used depending if this email is read. This is important. This is just a boolean data wherein if this is read, already read, this will be the triggered color style indicated here. You see the difference in color. We add an event listener for each card here. We trigger an click event and we trigger a view email ID. So once we have that, we assign everything and append it to our email div container. This view email will be created on our next session. Thank you.